Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Christian Gaming. I'm your host, Mr. G. So glad that you're able to be with me this evening. Before we get into this game that I'm playing, let me go over the rules of Christian Gaming. One, there is no cussing. Yeah, please keep your cussing down to a minimum or not at all. Second thing is that we do not troll or bully anybody. We treat everybody in here with respect. This is how we are supposed to treat each other. Jesus told us to love our neighbors as ourselves, and so we're going to treat everybody with respect in here. So no trolling, no bullying, no disrespect to anybody. Third thing is that we do not talk politics. Jesus was not a political person, and so we do not talk politics in here. Now you got some views about some things, and that's cool. I'm not saying that you can't have an opinion about certain things, but bringing politics in here is very divisive. And so I don't want us to be divisive in here. I want us to come together under the banner of the agape love that God has for us. So please, let's keep politics out of this. There are plenty of channels that you can talk politics. Go ahead and listen to somebody that is aligned with your opinions or whatever. But yeah, it's all about the love in here. All right, guys and girls. Well, I didn't get on last Sunday because I was really tired from the week. I had a pretty busy week, not a rough week, but a very busy week. It was like our first week of school, and so after working on the weekend, I even went down to my classroom to do work and getting my room together for my students to come in. Yeah, that really took a toll on me physically. So Sunday I just kind of like laid around and I got some rest, and I didn't really do anything. So when it was time for me to do Christian gaming, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna forego that this evening and go to bed early, and that's what I did. So please forgive me for not getting on here last Sunday, but if I'm not physically able to really come on and do what I do on here, then it's not going to really do you any good. So have you ever flown in a plane before? They always tell you that if they lose pressure in the cabin and those little masks drop down, they always say make sure that yours is on first before you help the person sitting next to you put theirs on. So because there's really nothing you could do if you're passed out. So yeah, it's all about taking care of yourself, ladies and gentlemen, and knowing your limits, knowing your boundaries and things like that. And so yeah, so my body, I'm 54 years old. I've had some major medical issues that's happened with me. I'm fine, but sometimes I just gotta stop, and I gotta breathe, and I have to take time for myself. And God understands that. He does. He strengthens us to do what we need to do. But he also gave us common sense that when our body is tired, then we sit down somewhere and we get some rest. And because I'm no good to the kingdom of God if I'm if my body is not willing or not able to do it what we need it to do. So there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with taking a little time off just for you. There's nothing wrong with just really being attentive to what you need. I've been in a lot of churches and been under a few pastors where that's what they do. Yeah, they work hard, they preach, they pray, they visit the sick, they be on the phone all the time, calling people, checking up on people. But I've also seen them, just go somewhere for a weekend. They have able ministers there in the body that's able to do that, and so able to carry on without them. And so yeah, they just go off somewhere and uh, be to themselves for the weekend or whatever. And so and there's definitely nothing wrong with that at all. So anyway, long story short, that's why I didn't get on last week. And I'm on here this week. So we are playing Final Fantasy 16. We're still on this game. I thought I was at the end, but I am not. And so we're going to play this game. I sent out some party requests for some of our friends that are on or probably will get on, and they may get on, but if they don't, then to God be the glory. It's just me and y'all and whoever's going to listen to this. But all right, so I haven't played this game in a couple of weeks, so I'm kind of lost with the story of where we are. But let's see. I guess we'll catch up, I guess. Okay, what am I doing? Gathering the storm. Journey to Hawk's Cry Cliff. All right. Oh, that's where I can go and do some stuff. Let me see if I can craft some stuff.
Back, are you?
Yeah, use the forge.
So, what it be?
All right, what can I craft here? Nope. 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 Nope, I don't have enough. Don't have enough. All right, none of these is really gonna do me any good. The bastard sword. The long sword. The broadsword. All right. Yeah, all of this stuff does nothing for me because it will take me down.
Anything else?
No, so let's talk to you.
Things here ain't too bad.
Okay.
You've forgotten already?
Yeah.
Because I haven't. Still.
All right. All right. So let me find. I'm gonna go to Journey's Hall Cliff.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
With that log, so...
Okay, I'm right here. I needed to go here.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I
All
always
right.
knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
All right, bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Welcome, stranger.
Nope. 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 It's 10,000 gil.
Fare you well?
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself. That's a fair old scar you got there, by the way. How'd you get it?
And you like to know.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Like, didn't we just talk to that? No, we're gonna talk to somebody else.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
And that's that, I guess.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Yeah, we haven't confronted our mother yet.
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Oh, what is that? Fallen Hunter. Huh. Okay. It's a wonder I can't sneak up on it.
Ever since the apology, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Oh, wow. That was kind of scary. That jumped out at me. Wasn't even expecting it.
More of my mother's men.
Oh.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
All right. What? Oh, okay.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an on these, our swords we swear.
I'll show you a true shield to Rosaria. Too slow. Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
And we hurry.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Oh, wow.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I want to know why she hated him so much.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Thought I could fast travel someplace, but no. All right, well. I can't go that way. Can I? No, I can't go this way either. Oh, guess I had to go back the way I came.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Ugh. Them grass spiders, I mean, they just jump out of nowhere.
Make it look easy.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Wonder why I haven't ridden one of those things yet. Like, he had one at the very beginning of the game that belonged to him, but never ridden one of those. Silken Strand.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Viceroy's dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
No, good enough for
Fuck off!
Hang you chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your stall!
Cut you down where you stand!
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
All right.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Maybe.
Now we know why the refugees didn't come here.
Keep looking then.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Can't go in from there. I'm sorry I keep moving the camera around, but, you know. I don't think there was a
Not abandoned then.
movement camera setting.
Oi, visitors!
Yeah, I don't think y'all want any of this, though.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
Alright, if you're hearing thumping upstairs, is because
We've seen to it that their stay has
I
been
got
anything but pleasant. Of late, though,
We've had our
visitors
hands
here.
full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
All right. So, where are we going?
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
In the flesh. Saw him once when I was your age. He had that same look in his eyes.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
All right. Enough talk. Let's do it. Yeah, and those thumps upstairs are being made by little feet because I have children that are here. And so they are going to be here for quite a while.
We'll keep them from. May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I did.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Nice try. I needed that.
A noble
Okay.
stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You ain't finish him.
Oh, this one had a lot of stuff.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
There is a lot of exposition.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
I will take this over
Lord Byron was the first
programming a move to attack, and then they attack. And nah,
I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the
I
city
don't like
guard
that.
for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
What I
It's the
got?
mark of the Guardians.
All right.
Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right to guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell.
Oh, they're
that thou
acting.
might see thy charge once more.
Oh, he's crying. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
I know, right?
Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
That was a touching scene.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
Of course.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
Excuse me, y'all.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
And I'm wondering what her deal is. There's some secrets that she has. I don't know her full story. Because when we first encountered her, we had to defeat her. She had this ice magic.
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
I guess we might find out right now.
Something on your mind?
Monsters.
Come on.
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. Before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Oh, come on. Kiss already. I know y'all love each other.
I'm must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Oh, so we kind of found out her story a little bit. Now, I didn't think that there was like... Yeah, I didn't think that there was like she was treacherous, like she was like a spy or something, and she's gonna betray me or anything. But I did know that there was a here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Alright, there's a side quest. I'm not going to do any side quests. It is 7:55. I'm actually going to stop here at 8 o'clock. Because if I don't, then I will be up. And I do not want to be up. Alright, so let's talk to Vivian. See what she has to say.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the Christian orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred. And they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather Both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosario. Sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
Yeah, so that was Jill.
Then, thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
All right, let's find Jill. Yep, she's standing over there. She's waiting on me.
It will be over soon. One way or another.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
All right. All right, that's where I need to go. Okay, I'm going to watch this cutscene and then I am going to say goodnight.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
What is going on?
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency. allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Fire and ice.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it.
The perfect little shortcut.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say good night to everybody. I hope and pray that you have a great week this week. And I speak peace and blessings over you. And I speak and plead the blood of Jesus around you so that you are shielded and protected from all hurt, harm, and danger, seen and unseen, in the mighty name of Jesus. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for getting on here. I am going to say good night to you because I got to get my mind right for this week. So, and one of the things that I need to do to get my mind right is to go to sleep. And so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to bid you all a good night. I will continue this part next Sunday. And if I get on Thursday, then I'll do a live stream because, you know, you guys have been with me so far. And like I said before, this game is interesting. So I'm invested. And I want to see the outcome and confront his mama and see what happens after that, after I confront her, after Jill kills that dude that forced her into slavery and made her do all of those unimaginable acts of cruelty. So we'll see what happens after that. And then we'll go from there, because I got a feeling that, you know, once I do all of that, then it still probably won't be the end, because we still gotta reunite with our brother who is alive. So, which the brother knows that Clive is alive, but Clive doesn't know that Joshua is alive. So, yeah, we still got to encounter that. So we'll see what happens. All right, so hey, look, let me tell you, this is the longest I've ever been on a Final Fantasy game. I've lost interest very quick because it's an RPG game, and you program attacks and sort of different kinds of potions and magics and stuff to attack your enemy, and then your enemy attacks you, and it just goes back and forth until one of you has fallen. And I don't like that. And just let me control the action. Let me swing the sword. Let me press X or triangle or square to swing the sword and use my powers or whatever. And so this is the longest I've been on a Final Fantasy, and the story has me intrigued. So we're going to see what happens next. All right. Well, God bless everybody. Hope you have a great week. I love you all, and remember that Jesus loves you more. He has to love you more than me because he was the one that sacrificed his life for us to be reconciled back to the Father. So definitely he loves you more than I do. But with that same kind of love, I do show you that same kind of love. So just remember that God loves you more than I, and I hope you all have a great week. And I will talk to you on Sunday, if not on Thursday. All right, everybody. God bless. Y'all have a great night.